This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today on this Friday morning. Well, I'm recording on this Friday morning anyway. It's very much appreciated. Right, we're going to start back on the old Stallion in Focus trail. I think this is the first one I've managed to do all year. Which is what it is, really. Unfortunately, life does take over sometimes, and it's hard to be as productive as you like sometimes under certain circumstances. But we're going to try and get back on them today with a stallion that, well, if I was to show you every black type horse from this damn line, I think this video would probably go on for about 3 days. So I'm going to try and use a bit of discretion, show you some good horses along the way. We'll take a good look at the stallion himself as well. We'll watch him win any pattern races that he wins, and then we will get on with our lives. So strap in, everybody. I'm about to show you a lot of horses. So without any shadow of a doubt, without further ado, let's crack on to the man himself, Alignak. Alignak has always actually followed myself, to be fair. I didn't know he was at stud until a year or so ago. Alignak, sired by See the Moon, German Derby winner, out of a dam called Albanova, who herself was sired by Alzau. The horse is standing at Clongeel Stud in Ireland. Alignak himself was bred by Kirsten Rousing and trained by several people. Michael Stout, I think, had a go. Just the two, Michael Stout and then Jamie Osborne in his career. Owned by Orchard Bloodstock and then R.J. Tuft. The horse itself was a very well-bred horse. That's why I followed it. Didn't really hit the heights on the track, as some people would like a stallion to have reached. The horse only managed to win one listed race, which was in September 2020, when he won the Stand Cup Stakes at Chester by a length, beating Mirando. And that was also his highest Racing Post rating of 113. The horse was also third in the Group 3 race before that in August 2020, third in the Jeffrey Freer Stakes, beaten 4 3/4 lengths by Hookham, running to a mark of 107. But then the horse really hit a bit of a brick wall, really. Best he could manage after that in his second part of his career was fourth in the 2022 Group 2 Dubai Gold Cup. And the horse was 8th out of 9 in the Group 1 Ascot Gold Cup the same year. The mark of 114 in the Group 2. Behind Stay Foolish was in fact the horse's highest Racing Post rating of 114. But yeah, I was surprised to see him at studs, like I said, because the form at first glance isn't quite good enough. But then I remembered that form is temporary and class is permanent. And this horse is definitely worthy of a place at stud, in my view. Unfortunately, the site I use for stallions, Arian Pedigree, is a New Zealand-based flat site. So this horse, Clongeel Stud in Ireland, haven't managed to get their stallion advertised on that website. So I couldn't really get the direct dam line or the stallion stand-in fee or anything like that. You'll notice there's no stand-in fee on here, so it might be a price on application. I did try and get more information from the Irish field, but I was greeted with this. Baffling. I went to... there was a horse on there that had a strange spelling, and I kept spelling it wrong and looking for it on the database, couldn't find it. So I thought it'd probably be quicker for me to just cut and paste the name of the horse and paste it into the database. It wouldn't even let me do that. So we'll forget the Irish field, I think, and we'll just move on. Not a site I would recommend. Take a look at the horse on the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred database, Alignak. You'll see there his dam line 9C, which is what we're interested in at this moment. That's just not what we need, the internet attacking us at this stage. Look at that. But we'll come back to that in due course. I'll have to pause it and sort it out when we need it nearer the time. This is why I have to line these videos up, you see, because if I record it, it will just attack. The videos, the internet's been perfect, but as soon as I try and use it, it goes. It knows. Do you know what I mean? It's strange. Alignak, you'll see his career, 17 starts, 3 wins, 4 seconds, 3 thirds. He was actually in the first 3 in 10 of 17 starts, earnings of £121,125 in Great Britain and the UAE. People will see there that Alignak was also placed in the Tapster Stakes, which was a race that I forgot to mention. Went to stud in 2023. You'll see that Alignak is a very well-bred horse. We're going to take a look at plenty of horses on the dam line closely related to Alignak. Obviously, being a National Hunt Stallion, I think there's no horses on the ground from Alignak as of yet. We're going to take a look at Algometer, a horse born in 2013, sired by Archipenko out of Albanova. Alignak, as you remember, is also out of Albanova. Algometer raced 13 times in his career, 3 wins, 3 seconds and a third. Earnings of £129,604 UK pounds. Was in the first 3 in 7 of 13 starts. I should say this horse was probably a little bit better on the track than Alignak. This horse managed to win a listed race and a Group 3 race. Won the Group 3 Arc Trial at Newbury and the listed Cocktat Stakes at Goodwood. Is also second in the Group 2 Princess of Wales Stakes and second at 5 in the 2018 Group 2 Prix Maurice Denoy Stakes. Trained by David Simcock. I don't think this horse ever found a stallion job, which to me is quite strange. You know, the horse is okay. I haven't really heard much about it for a good 8 or 9 years now. All at Sea is what we need to look at. All at Sea, a mare born in 2011, sired by See the Stars out of Albanova. All at Sea actually did win 4 of her 10 starts. She was either win or bust, though, never in the first 3, apart from winning. Earnings of €111,350. This horse, I think it went round in France mainly. It did. The horse won 3 listed races. Won the 2014 Prix de Liancourt, the 2015 Prix Zarkava, and the Prix de la Pépinière, as well as being 4th in a Group 2 race, the Prix de Pomont. But what she did is she bred a dual classic winner and some other good horses. We'll take a look at them now. Aldo Eldarov, a horse born in 2019, excuse me, sired by Jubawi out of All at Sea. Aldo Eldarov raced 10 times in his career, 5 wins and 1 second, for earnings of £1,005,807 UK pounds. Aldo Eldarov, dual classic winner, won the 2022 UK St Leger and the 2023 Irish St Leger, which is, of course, open to older horses. And at 3, the horse also won at Royal Ascot, the Group 2 Queen's Vase as well. Very good horse, Aldo Eldarov. Entered stud in 2025 at Chapel Stud in Great Britain. And the fee is £5,000 for a go on Aldo Eldarov, which I think is very fair. You'll see there, though, again, no stud horses on the ground at the moment will commence stud duties in Great Britain this breeding season. So the first yearlings will be next season. You'll see there that the dam line of Aldo Eldarov is what it is. We're going to take a look at all these horses because it is quite close, though. So we won't have a detailed look at that. Kingswood, interesting horse, born in 2020, sired by Roaring Lion out of All at Sea. Kingswood raced 11 times in his career, 3 wins, 2 seconds and a third, for earnings of $270,021 Australian dollars. Was this horse in Australia now? The horse was 3rd in the Gallinal Stakes of 2023 in Ireland. Oh, yeah. And the horse won the 2024 Group 3 Coogee Cup at Caulfield, trained, I think, now by Gavin Bedgood, racing in Ireland and Australia. I wonder if they'll send this horse to stud. I would. Very well-bred horse. Still an entire, according to this site. So, yeah, Group 3 winner there, Kingswood. Alavoir, a mare born in 2017, sired by Invincible Spirit out of All at Sea. Again, the 3rd one. Alavoir won 3 out of her 7 starts and was 3rd on another 1 occasion for earnings of £20,561. She got some pattern race form at some point. She was 3rd in the listed Rothsay Stakes at Ayr in 2021. Another one that you could say has underperformed the mare. I wonder what she will breed in the shed. Got to take a look at Albemarle, a mare born in 2009. Albemarle sired by Galileo out of Albanova. Albemarle, a mare born in 2009, as I said. She won 1 out of her 10 starts only, but was second twice and third twice for earnings of 21,175 UK pounds. Albemarle, another one that sneaks some pattern race form. She was third in the Princess Royal Richard Hambro Stakes, and she was also second in that race, and third in the Ballymacolstead Stakes and the Glasgow Stakes at 3 in 2012. She has been breeding foals for quite a while now, this triple listed place horse, and one of them has finally come good. I have enjoyed watching this one going around this year in Australia. Alignak, a mare born in 2020, sired by Master Craftsman out of Albemarle. People will see that Alignak has raced 10 times in his career, 5 wins and 4 seconds. I think that there might be another unplaced effort after that. Now, earnings of 537,989 Australian dollars. You'll see there the horse, very good horse. 2025, the horse won the Group 2 ATC Chairman's Quality, as well as winning the Manion Cup and the Randwick City Stakes, 2 listed races, and she also won the Christmas Cup, second in the 2024 Christmas Cup as well, a listed race. But yeah, this horse is really progressive. It looks like it's getting better every start. It really has been hosing up in those listed races. And then it probably had 1 race too many on its last start this season. But yeah, could this be a Melbourne Cup horse for next season? Alignak. It will certainly be interesting to see how she gets on. I've got to take a look at Alwilda now, a mare born in 2010, sired by Hernando out of Albanova. Alwilda raced 24 times in her career, 4 wins, 4 seconds and 3 thirds in the first 3 in 11 of 24 starts. Earnings of £46,453 in Great Britain, France and Germany. Alwilda was sent far and wide to gain her pattern class. In the end, she was a listed third in the River Eden Phyllis Stakes of 2014. And at 5, she managed to win the listed Siebenes Bond at Cologne and was placed in the Langer Hamburger as well at Hamburg. Listed winner in Germany in 2015. Again, black type producer. What you're seeing even at this early stage, when you look at horses like Alignak, is you're seeing mares breeding horses better than themselves. Which is what I'm hoping Alignak will do. Alwilda as the dam of Alpinista. Alwilda, a mare born in 2017, sired by Frankel out of Alwilda. This has got to be one of the horses closest to the great horse himself, Frankel, I think. This is a brilliant horse. Alpinista won 10 of her 15 starts and was second in another 2. 12 of 15 starts in the first 3. Earnings of £3,321,033 in Great Britain, France and Germany. What a magnificent horse. Alpinista really did come good age 5. Alpinista at 3 managed to win the listed Uphaven Phyllis Stakes at Salisbury. She was also second in the Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks and the Group 3 Princess Royal Stakes. At 4, the horse won 3 German Group 1s. Won the Grosser Price Berlin, the Price von Europa and the Grosser Price von Bayern of 2021. Horse also won the Group 2 Lancashire Oaks in the UK and the listed Daisy Warwick Phyllis Stakes at Goodwood. And at 5, the horse won another 3 Group 1 races, first against the Colts. Now in the Grand Prix de Saint Cloud, also managed to win the Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks and the Group 1 Arc. Fantastic horse. Bred a horse in 2024 by Jubawi. And yeah, what can you say about this line? Horses like this just mean that the horse is capable of anything, really, when they're first born on this line. Open Bloom, a filly born in 2019, Alpinista's baby sister, sired by Ken Dargent out of Alwilda. Alpenbloom raced 6 times in her career, according to this site. 3 wins, 1 second and 1 third. And prize money of €60,000 in France and Germany. I remember her winning a pattern race in Germany. I backed it. Yep, she won the listed Sparkasse Holstein Cup. I remember that race of 2023, and she was also placed in listed races in Germany and France the year before in 2022. This one was based in France, trained by Tim Danworth. Another one I found was Pleasant Jane, a filly, born in 2019, sired by Pivotal, out of a horse called Jane the Star. People go through the dams of this one, they will see that Albanova is in fact the third dam of this horse. Pleasant Jane's raced 8 times in her career, 3 wins, 2 seconds and 2 thirds. 7 out of 8 times in the first 3 for €88,140 at the time the last site was updated. Pleasant Jane has won the listed Prix Arcava, the second horse to win on that line of 2023. She was also third in the Group 3 La Coupe and second in the listed Grand Prix de Fontainebleau of 2022. So Group 3 place listed winner there, Pleasant Jane. We can finally now look at the dam of Alignak. I mean, this is how ridiculous this dam line gets. Albanova, quite an old mare. Albanova, a mare born in 1999, sired by Alzao out of Alouette. Albanova raced 11 times in her career, 7 wins and 1 second. 8 of 11 in the first 3 for earnings of £283,955 UK pounds. Good horse. Albanova again went to go to Germany to prove it, but she was the 2004 German Horse of the Year after winning the Group 1 Deutschland Prize, the Group 1 Rhineland Pokal and the Group 1 Price von Europa. She also won 2 UK listed races, the Golden Daffodil and the Pinnacle Stakes. And she was second in the Price von Europa as well. What a horse Albanova was herself. And she is an incredibly well-bred horse, it's fair to say. Albarada, a mare born in 1995, sired by Alzao out of Alouette. Albarada again, raced 10 times in her career, 6 wins, 1 second and 2 thirds. Only out of the first 3 in once out of 10 starts. Earnings of £590,079 UK pounds. Dual Champion Stakes winner. One very good horse. Also won the Group 3 Well Park Stakes and what are now 2 Group 1 races. The Pretty Polly Stakes and the Nassau Stakes. World champion 3-year-old filly in 1998. She sadly died on February 2012. In February 2012, after delivering a colt by Archie Penco. But again, dual Group 1 winner, 4-time Group 1 winner if you look at today's pattern. She bred so many horses that descend from this line. There really is so many. We're going to take a look at some now. Almeric is one that's still going round, really. Albarada is the second dam of Almeric, and this one is by Study of Man. Miesque dam line stallion. Almeric, a colt born in 2022, according to this site, has won 2 of his 3 starts and earned £47,287 UK pounds. Pattern race winner this year, won the listed Fielden Stakes of 2025. I'd love to see this horse in a leisure trial. Now, running out of time, isn't it? Updated horse there in 2025, so don't know if it's raced or it's had a setback or what, but yeah, very good horse, Almeric. But Study of Man horse, this one. Could still be a classic horse this year, I think, hopefully. Very good horse, Almeric. Albinus, one we need to look at. A gelding, born in 2001, sired by Selkirk out of Alouette. Albinus raced 23 times in his career, 4 wins, 4 seconds and 5 thirds. 13 of 23 times in the first 3 for £56,672. Albinus was placed in 3 races, 3 listed races and a hurdle. It's actually third in the Imperial Cup of 2008, hurdle race, and was placed in 2 listed flat races, the Fred Archer Stakes and the July Trophy in 2004 and 2005. Alma Mater is an interesting one, without any, I've seen a few tabs there that we don't need. Alma Mater is an interesting one. A mare born in 2003, sired by Sadler's Wells out of Alouette. Alma Mater won 2 out of her 6 starts and was third in another 2 more. Earnings of 22,326 UK pounds. Alma Mater managed to win the listed Prix Belle de Nuit of 2007 at Fontainebleau. Very good horse. That's nothing for you entering fake offspring in the database. Well, who knows what that means? That's something for their notes, obviously. Nothing to do with me. But Alouette, you'll see we're at Alouette already now. We've missed a few off because there's so many. So people take a look at horses. Alouette herself, a mare born in 1990, sired by Darshan out of Al Rukaba. Alouette raced 11 times in her career, 3 wins, 4 seconds and a third. Earnings of £47,846, 8 times in the first 3. I think she was trained by Jim Bolger. I'm not sure. She managed to win the listed Oyster Stakes, and she was second in the Group 3 Kilovolen Stakes of 1992, listed Galtra Stakes, and third in the Group 1 Moy-Glare Stud Stakes at 2 in 1992. 8 to 12 furlong winner, stakes winner, Group 1 stakes placed, and she was the 2004 Thoroughbred Broodmare Association Broodmare of the Year. It was only really when you look at Stallions later on that we look at that you see just how many horses came out of Alouette. So we will get there eventually. We're going to take a look now just at a few on the third dam as well is Al Rukaba. We take a look first at Dragon Dancer. Dragon Dancer, a horse born in 2003, sired by Sadler's Wells out of Alcanada. Sorry, you'll see there that Alouette is also the second dam of this horse. So we get a proper look now at the dam line of Alouette. Sorry, my mistake. This one should have been a bit before this. Dragon Dancer raced 15 times in his career, 1 win, 4 seconds and 2 thirds. Earnings of 391,462 UK pounds. This horse was actually placed in the 2006 Epsom Derby, runner-up. Winner of the listed August Stakes. The only race he ever won was a pattern race. The horse was also second in the Group 2 Eugene Dam and the Group 2 Prix Foy, and placed also in the Group 3 Chester Bars, as well as finishing 4th in the Group 1 Irish Derby, as well as the 2006 Group 2 Prix Niel. The horse went to stud from 2009 to 12 in France, and then in 2018 the horse moved back to England to sire horses. And we can find him there now, a 2025 stud fee of €1,500. Sired plenty of horses, I think, Dragon Dancer. 278 from relatively small clocks throughout the years in France. 140 of them have ran, and between them there have ran 43 winners, have won 112 races. No pattern race horses at all bred by Dragon Dancer. I think this is predominantly a national hunt stallion, I think it's fair to say. 104 of them have gone round in France. And you'll see there that Haiti Couleurs, maybe that's where I've seen it. I thought this also sided a good horse recently. Haiti Couleurs, the Irish Grand National winner last season, is actually by Dragon Dancer. That horse was foaled back in 2017. So it's way too early to write this horse off as a stallion, without any shadow of a doubt. The horse standing at Nunstanton Stud. What good is this one, as you can just see. The litany of horses out of Alouette here. You'll see there we've tried to keep it to the good ones that I tried to find. You'll see there that I've probably missed some. There's the Alice Speranza line was Almeric, you see, as well. That was arguably unlucky not to get on. Alice Speranza, she was a Group 3 winner of the Kilovolen Stakes, who bred a Group 2 winner, Shine So Bright. You know, they've all having little goes, like Group 3 winner there that I missed. Alia Yakata. My old mate Elias going round in Australia now, listed winner of the Glasgow Stakes. Alba Flora, how can I not include her? Alu Vera. Horses I followed myself going round. She was second in the Fillies and Mares Group 1. She was placed in 2 Group 1s and a Group 2. Listed winner. Albaflora. There's Alma Mater, the one I did choose to look at for some reason. Horses like Pythagoras, Blue Gardenia, my old mate Snitzenova, winner of the Group 2 Sandown Guineas last season, and a Classic Watch 25 possible this year is on this line. Also a Group 3 winner, the ATC Drinkwise Plate. Group 2 Spring, that's the Guineas. It's where that race was called the Sandown Guineas. Oh, that's that one. Sorry, my mistake. Spring Stakes Group 3 she won, and the Sandown Guineas Group 2. So not used to reading this site for this. Pythagoras, another one I followed as well. You know, there's so many that if I'd have gone through them all, we'd have been here for a very long time. The same is true of the third dam, without any shadow of a doubt. Last Second. We're going to take a look at a few of the good ones. Last Second, a mare born in 1993, sired by Alzeo again, out of Al Rukaba. So this is a false. This one, sorry, is out of Darshan, Al Rukaba. Which one was the? Oh no, it's that one that was out of Alzeo and Alouette, Al Barada, the dam. So this is very closely related to our dam, isn't it? Last Second. 7 starts, 4 wins and a second. 5 out of 7. I laugh at just how good these horses are. I remember all of them. 4 out of 5 out of 7 in the first 2. I didn't know they were all related at the time, though. I will have that caveat. Earnings of 151,402 UK pounds in her career. Last Second, again, I think she was a Group 1 winner. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, yeah, she won the Sun Chariot and the Nassau. 2 races that are now Group 2, 1 races. And she also won the CL Weld Park Stakes as well. Group 3 race, over 7 furlongs, owned by Prince Faisal. Group 2, dual Group 2, what are now Group 1, and Group 3 winner. Sadly died in September the 18th, September the 18th, 2015. Again, she bred some superb horses. You know, she really did. And I think I can pause the video here because I've just realised that I need to open a few more tabs. Because we're about to look at some very decent horses that sired historically, and rather remiss of me, really, not to have how many stakes winners they sired, isn't it, open? So let me go and sort the internet out and have a little look and see if I can give you some more information on this very promising, in my view, stallion, Alignak. I'll be back shortly. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yeah, I think we can crack on now. Where we were at Last Second, weren't we? We're going to take a look now at Arikala. Arikala, a mare born in 1989. 14 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, and earnings of 55,057 UK pounds. You'll see there 9 out of 14 starts in the first 3. Arikala. Again, look, as soon as I start, look, the internet attacks again. Absolutely incredible. It really is. Arikala, you'll see what races she won. Arikala won the listed Curragh Cup, which I think is now a Group 2 or Group 3 race now. And she also was second in the Group 2 Blandford Stakes and the listed Airfield Stakes, and third in the Irish Oaks. I never knew that. Irish Oaks of 1992. So another classic place horse off to Saudi Arabia and France in her day, the breeding. But yeah, very interesting. Good form, Arikala. Another one, Alleluia. Alleluia is another one out of Al Rukaba. Alleluia, a mare born in 1998, sired by Carleon. Out of Al Rukaba, Alleluia won 6 of her 11 starts, and in the first 3 in 8 of 11. Earnings of 47,545 UK pounds. Alleluia won the Group 3 Doncaster Cup at some point in her career. She was a high-weight 3-year-old filly on the English handicap. Very interesting filly as well, Alleluia. But it's when we start to look at horses really out of Last Second that we get some decent ones, it's fair to say. Aussie Rules, classic winner. I think this is directly out of Last Second. It is. Aussie Rules, a horse born in 2003, sired by Dane Hill, out of Last Second. Aussie Rules raced 12 times in his career, 4 wins and 1 second. 5 out of 12 starts in the first 3, earnings of 874,570 US dollars. I don't remember Mason in America, but there you go. Aussie Rules at 2 won the Group 3 Tattersall Stakes of 2005 and was placed second in the Group 3 Round Tower Stakes as well. At 3, Classic winner of the French 2000 Guineas of 2006. He did. And he also won the Shadwell Turf Mile Stakes out in the USA as well. Dual Group 1 winner that year. Grade 1 winner, Group 1 winner, Group 1 winner, I've said there, whatever. 4th in the Eclipse, the Sussex and the Mulan as well the same year. The horse entered stud in 2007 at Coolmore, went to Australia and purchased in late 2011 by Landwade Stud and Denford Stud before sadly dying in 2016 at Landwade Stud after a short illness due to a tumour. So I had a few horses. Aussie Rules, couldn't really find much evidence of that on Aryan Pedigree, but on what is rapidly becoming a go-to site for any stallion around the world, Aussie Rules is actually on the Japanese database. Trust the Japanese to do a good thorough job. We don't know why anybody looks anywhere else, really. You'll see there this horse sired 2 Group 1 winners. You can see there, Fishalana, who I do remember, and Kazals, who I don't. Horse sired a Group 3 winner as well, Jumama, and then a few listed winners as well. In his career, also sired a few horses that won US stakes races as well. But we don't really include them because there's so many. But yeah, you'll see this horse did make his mark at stud. Don't know how many he sired, but you can see the Japanese database knows he sired at least 3 group race winners. A few Italian winners there, listed winners all over the place. Good horse he was, Aussie Rules. The next one we need to take a look at is not this tab at all. Approach is the next one, a mare born in 2000. Sired by Darshan out of Last Second. Approach raced 10 times in her career, 3 wins and 3 seconds. 6 in the first 10, 6 out of 10 in the first 2. Earnings of $187,940 US dollars. Approach had a good solid career, winning the listed Lord Mike Weinstock Memorial Stakes. She was also second in the Group 2 Galaxy Stakes at Keeneland and the Group 3 Mayhill Stakes at Doncaster. Black type producer, you see. Midas Touch and Coronet. Midas Touch, not a mare. Might have made a mistake here. Might have to pause the video again. Coronet, a mare born in 2014, sired by Jubawi out of Approach. Coronet raced 18 times in her career, 6 wins, 4 seconds and 3 thirds. 13 out of 18 in the first 3, earnings of $1,217,469 UK pounds. Coronet won the listed Zetland Stakes of 2016 at 2. At 3, she was a Royal Ascot Group 2 winner in the Ribblesdale. She was also placed in 4 Group 1 races that year, including the Irish Oaks. She was 4th. Yorkshire Oaks, she was 2nd. At 4, she was a winner in the Group 2 again, the Middleton Stakes at York. And she was 2nd in a lot more Group 1 races than that. Before finally breaking the Grade 1 glass ceiling at 5, winning 2 Group 1 races, the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud and the Prix Jean Romanet. So dual Group 1, dual Group 2, and a listed winner placed in multiple Group 1 races as well. Coronet, absolutely magnificent race mare. Midas Touch was a horse. He goes to stud. He did at Uruguay. Well, we'll let this one go, I think, then. Midas Touch, a horse born in 2007, sired by Galileo out of Approach. Midas Touch raced 21 times in his career, 2 wins, 3 seconds and 3 thirds. 8 times out of 21 in the first 3, earnings of $1,236,416 Australian dollars. Worth a look at it. Midas Touch, very interesting horse, winner of the Group 2 Derringstown Stud Derby Trial. In what was at the time of racing this, the best time in history at the moment. 2nd in the Irish Derby and the UK St Ledger of 2010. Also 2nd in the Group 2 Voltiger. 3rd in the Group 1 Underwood Stakes in Australia and the Group 2 Maccabi Diva Stakes as well. And 4th in the Group 1 Criterium International 2 at France. Stud in Kentucky, went to New York and then stood as a stallion in Uruguay as well. Let's pause the video again because I actually thought this horse was a filly. Hello everybody and welcome back. Sometimes you look and you find, other times you don't. I can only find on the JBS database Midas Touch Siren, the winner of the 2018 Turf Paradise Derby. Horse called Primo Touch. Couldn't really find any record of him siren, much else apart from that. Intrigued, a mare born in 2002, sired by Darshan, out of last second again. Intrigued won one of her 6 starts and was third another 3 times. Earnings of 23,460 British pounds. Intrigued, you'll see, was placed 4th in the Group 1 Pre-Marcel Boussac in 2006 and in 2004, sorry. And in 2006, the horse was placed in 2 listed races. The Pinnacle Stakes, which is now Group 3, I think, and the Chalice Stakes, held at Newbury. Interesting horse. Intrigued. I think he might be the dam of Galileo Chrome. Is that why he's open? No, he's the second dam of Galileo Chrome. Galileo Chrome, a horse born in 2017, sired by Australia, out of Curious Mind. Galileo Chrome only raced 5 times in his career, winning 4 starts and earning £241,066 in Ireland and Great Britain. This horse, classic winner. Won the 2020 UK St Leger, as well as the listed Yates Stakes at Navan, owned and by Mohammed Al Medeb and bred by him as well, and owned by the Galileo Chrome Partnership. I mean, this horse very lightly raced, and this stud for the 2025 stud fee of €3,000 at Starfield Stud in Ireland. You'll see there that again, I think this one is more of a national hunt stallion, because only 28 horses in the 2022 crop have been registered. Commenced stud duties in Ireland in 2021. First crop of 28 foals, and only 4 of them are yet to run. He's had a winner, so you can say well done to the horse. But I'd say that was probably, it might not have been a national hunt horse. There's look at the best stud record. There's not even a progeny tab yet. That's him, isn't it? 4 progeny to raise. Oh yeah, by the bottom there, Mel. My mistake. 2 wins at 1,800 and 2,000 metres. Syracuse. So they are there or thereabouts. Who knows really whether this is a national hunt stallion or a flat stallion at this stage. Impossible to tell, isn't it? The next horse we're going to take a look at is Allegretto, a mare born in 2003, sired by Galileo, out of Alleluia. Oh, so this horse was in the wrong place as well, because we looked at the dam of this one earlier. Allegretto raced 18 times in her career, 6 wins, 2 seconds and 3 thirds. 11 out of 18 in the first 3 and earning 494,982 British pounds. Allegretto, good, solid horse. Winner of the Lancashire Oaks of 2006, Group 2 race. Also third in the Yorkshire Oaks and the Park Hill Stakes, Group 1 and Group 2. At 4, the horse was a classic winner. Winner of the 2007 French St Leger, the Pre-Royal Oak. Also won the Group 2 Henry II Stakes and the Group 2 Goodwood Cup as well. That's a Group 1 race now, isn't it? Placed in the Yorkshire Oaks. And at 5, the horse won the Group 2 Park Hill Stakes at Doncaster, as well as being placed in another classic, the French St Leger. 4th in the Ascot Gold Cup that year as well. Black type producer as well. But so a lot of horses on this line. Unfortunately, we can't look at every horse. Yesterday, a mare born in 2000, sired by Sadler's Wells, out of Jude. Yesterday, raced 15 times in her career, 3 wins, 4 seconds and 2 thirds. 9 out of 15 in the first 3, earnings of 468,912 UK pounds. People see that Al Wakaba is actually the dam of Jude, the second dam of yesterday. Yesterday, a classic winner. Winner of the Irish 1,000 Guineas of 2003. Second in the Oaks, second in the French Oaks, second in the Vermeil, third in the Breeders' Cup Fillies and Mares Turf. What a superb racehorse. Nearly won 3 classics, it's fair to say. Placed in 1 and winning 2. Very good mare. Quarter Moon, also out of Jude. A mare born in 1999, another one by Sadler's Wells. Quarter Moon raced 9 times in her career, 1 win, 4 seconds and 1 third. Earnings of £309,084 UK pounds in her career. Well, the only race that Quarter Moon won was a Group 1 race. She was the Morning Glare Stud Stakes winner of 2001. She was also second the same year in the Group 3 Debutant Stakes. And then she was placed in 3 classics. Placed in the Irish 1000 Guineas, the Irish Oaks and the Oaks in the UK. Third in the Nassau as well, which by then was a Group 1 race in 2002. Very good horse. Quarter Moon was, it's fair to say. Didn't really get the luck she deserved regarding getting her head in front. And she is also the dam of this horse here, Diamonds and Rubies. A mare born in 2012, sired by Fastnet Rock, out of Quarter Moon. Diamonds and Rubies raced 9 times in her career, 3 wins and 1/3. Earnings of $252,823 US dollars. Diamonds and Rubies, Group 1 winner. Well, she would be open. She won the Group 1 Pretty Polly Stakes of 2015. She also won the listed Cheshire Oaks. And she was third in the listed Salsable Stakes at Navan as well in 2015. Very good horse as the internet attacks me again. Diamonds and Rubies, again, we're going to take a look now, finally. We can take a look at the third dam of our horse now, which is incredible, really, that we've been going all these horses and we're only at the third dam of the horse. It's fair to say, Alignak, Albanova, Alouette, and now we're going to look at another legendary brood mare, Al Rukaba. Al Rukaba, a mare born in 1983, sired by Crystal Palace, out of Alara. Al Rukaba raced 4 times in her career. She was never out the first 3 in those 4 starts. 1 win, 1 second and 2/3. Earnings of $2,000, how did she do that? 512 UK dollars. Al Rukaba purchased by Kirsten Rousing and Rogers for 19,000 guineas after her race career in 1985. Not a no pattern race form, though, unfortunately, for Al Rukaba, but what a fantastic race mare she was indeed. Right, before we take a look at the back pedigree of this horse, it's time to take a look at Lineage of Thoroughbred, I think. Lineage of Thoroughbred, hotpedigree.com/lineage. Hot Pedigree, Lineage of Thoroughbred is a website. Hotpedigree.com/lineage is a book privately written by Japanese vet Shigeru Hotta. Shigeru Hotta is a vet studying the pedigree and breeding of thoroughbred in light of science, especially genetics. He's looking to just look at dam lines and look at horses, really. He's published a book called Lineage of Thoroughbred, which soon is due for the 4th publication of the book, around the time of August 2025. The 3rd edition, sadly, is no longer for sale, but there is a way you can contact Dr. Hotta on YouTube, via email, and via Twitter at Hotta_Shigeru. What you get in the book is plenty of science, the importance of dam lineage, the risk of inbreeding on horses, something Dr. Hotta is very strong about, the need for scientific education, and the potential of an unknown gene. A gene so unknown in horse racing that I've watched horse racing for probably most of my life, really, and I don't know anything about it. And my little website identified the winners of 10 classics in a fortnight. Last month, or a month ago, or so ago. So make of that what you will. But the reason I got interested, really, was that this genius here, Dr. Shigeru Hotta, DVM, this website has got the dam line of every single Group 1 winner, and all these will be available in his book, the 4th edition of the book, when it comes for sale, as well as the science. People will get the dam lines to back up the science, you see. So these are all the dam lines from the January the 1st, 2022, until last weekend. You'll see there that the most recent entry on the site was the winner of the Classico Pamplona on June the 22nd, 2025. So there is nearly 4 worldwide years of flat racing, Group 1 winners' dam lines on this incredible website. There's no other word for it. An incredible website created by a genius, Dr. Shigeru Hotta. He's very, very interested in breeding of horses. The book was due to be released, hopefully, around August 2025. But up to then, people can check this website out, hotpedigree.com/lineage. Take a look at some of the damn lines as well as contact Dr. Otter himself and book a copy of his book. I think very rude not to, it's fair to say. Alara, we're going to take a look now at the fourth dam, sorry. Old Carbon was only the fourth dam, Alignak only the fifth. Yeah, Alara, the fourth dam of this horse, Alignak, was born before me. Alara was born in 1973, sired by Zedan. There's a race named after that stallion in France, out of a dam called Nucciolina. The very interesting mare, Alara, only placed in 2 of her 4 starts, 1 win and 1 second, but she did manage to earn 5,704 US dollars in her career, and was only raced in France at 3 years old, owned by Mademoiselle Esther Grajales. I probably butchered that, and I apologise for any relatives of Esther listening to this broadcast. So yeah, we found plenty. We'll take a look now, really, of some of these on the historic site as well. In the pedigree, historic pedigree, horses like a Lancashire, which were born like 25 years ago, that are actually quite closely related to our horse, because the fourth dam of our horse is the second dam of our Lancashire, a horse born in the year 2000, sired by Key of Luck out of Aleda. Lancashire won 5 of his 9 starts, in the first 3 in 7 of 9, winning 5, like I said, earnings of 1,210,716 in British pounds. Classic winner, Irish Derby winner of 2004. The horse also won the King George and the Devonstown Stud Derby Trial Group 2 and the Beresford Stakes Group 3. Second in the Ballystacks and third in the UK Derby as well of 2003. The horse went to Japan to stand as a stallion in 2004. To Irish National Stud in 2006, and then back to the Shinzai Stallion Station in Japan as well in 2008. Last foal, sadly, in 2009. People can say on JBIS they did sire a couple of stakes winners, not too many though, really. Unfortunately, he was side the winner of the Karasuma Stakes and the Sunrise Cup out in Japan. But it's also, I do always say, it's very hard for foreign stallions in Japan. It's getting a bit better now, but it's virtually very difficult then. Lancashire, Simon only rode. Look at horses like Hawksbill in the modern day, you know. Lancashire, there's Simon of only 2 Japanese stakes winners. Next one we need to take a look at, did a bit better out in Japan, it's fair to say. Smart Falcon, a horse born in 2005, sired by Gold Allure, out of a horse called Keishu Herb. People will see that they go back far enough. Nucciolina is actually the 4th dam of this horse, the 5th dam of our horse. Smart Falcon raced 34 times out in Japan, winning 23 races, 4 seconds and 1/3, for career earnings of 990,736,000 yen. Nearly a racing billionaire, winner of 23 of 34 starts. I mean, what an incredible racehorse. Winning there, plenty. It looked like a bit of a dirt horse, though. At 6th, the horse won the Group 1 Tokyo Daishoten of 2011. You see, a lot of these horses were not internationally rated races. They're rated just as listed races. But they'll probably be Group 1 races out in Japan. By 2011, the Tokyo Daishoten was a Group 1 race. 2010 and 2011 NAR Grand Prix Award for dirt grade, you see. Brilliant horse. Special race, special prize horse, you see. Entered stud in 2013 at Shanghai Stallion Station. Stands at Lex Stud now in Japan. I mean, this is probably one of Japan's best ever dirt horses, arguably. I don't know. I'll pretend not to know much about Japanese dirt racing, but has there ever been a better one than Smart Falcon ever go round? I don't know. Smart Falcon, you'll see there. Pedigree of the horse you really get is a Nucciolina. People go to Nucciolina, look what they get. Absolutely incredible. That is the sight people. This is the horse people need. They will get every horse on this dam line. But am I going to open all them up in tabs? You will be quite. There's no computer on the planet that could handle that, I think. But yeah, this is the stallion that you people would need for this line. Take it all the way back to the 5th dam of Alignak, Newman, and every horse is on there, which to me is just what people need. I mean, I'd have missed so many. Look at them all. There's millions of them. Black type horses won. Bold type were placed. What an incredible damn line. Alignak is on. But I'm sure they're going to try and make him into some sort of a national hunt stallion. Smart Falcon's actually sired a few horses. Again, I imagine he'd struggle through the same way as he did, with a lot of the dirt races not being internationally recognised. That's Smart Falcon has sired 673 horses. 548 of them have ran, and between them 375 horses have won 1,437 races. He also signed 2 individual stakes winners, you see, who between them have won 13 stakes races, and 1 graded race winner who has won twice. So not really the number of volume of horses, is there, making their mark at stakes level. All colts. No filly has ever won a stakes race, and you'll see that 539 of them have gone round in Japan. His best progeny was Auvergne. I remember that one. Yeah, that's recently going round. And Chamal won 13 times, and that won a few listed races. Auvergne won the Group 2 TV High, the Helland Stakes, to Group 2 and Group 3 races there. But yeah, I've seen that one on a few patterns recently, a few race cards, recently. But yeah, very interesting horse, Smart Falcon. Alandi. An interesting horse as well. Alandi, born in 2005, another classic winner, I think. Yeah, winner of the Irish Ledger of 2009. Sired by Galileo out of Aliyah. People see that Nucciolina is the 3rd dam of this horse. And you'll see there that the horses like Marbahar and Mariran are so close. This is one of the best dam lines in the history of racing, and I'll show you on Dr. Hodge's diagram at the end. Alandi won the Cadran as well the same year. He also won the Vintage Crop Stakes and the Ballycullen Stakes, dual Group 1 enlisted winner, placed in the Group 3 Cover Cup and the listed Savobin Stakes, entered stud in Poland in 2014. Yossei, a mare, Australian bred mare, born in 2007, sired by Invincible Spirit out of Fun Fairy. People will see that Nucciolina is also the 5th dam of this horse. We need this horse to breed a stallion. That's what we need. Somewhere along the line. Yossei raced 41 times in her career. 4 wins, 1 second and 4 thirds. Pretty, only 9 of 41 in the first 3. Australian racing has always been competitive, hasn't it? For earnings of $1,271,075 Australian dollars. Yossei is a classic winner. She won the Caulfield Guineas of 2011, and she also won the Group 1 Tats Tiara, which actually is this weekend. So early in the season and late in the season, 2 Group 1s. She also won the Group 1 Size Produce Stakes as well of 2010. A place in other Group 1s like the Doncaster Mile and the Tourak. That's an older horse as well, and the Robert Sangster at Morfortville. Very good mare, Yossei was in her day. Very good. And we're going to take a look now at Nishapur as well. Nishapur, a horse born in 1975, sired by Zedan again out of Alana. People will see that Nucciolina is the 2nd dam of Nishapur. This has always been a good line. Nishapur raced 11 times in his career, 2 wins, 5 seconds and a third. In the first 3 in 8 of 11 starts. Earnings of €81,255 in his days. I don't believe that. Nishapur actually was a French Guineas winner, won the 1978 French 2000 Guineas winner, placed in the Moulin as well, 2nd in the Prix de Fontainebleau at 2. You'll see he was knocking around, but I don't think they're stakes races. But there you see, very interesting horse, classic winner. Suddenly died in the 19th of August 1993. Again, JPS has come to the fore and has found us all some horses. Nishapur actually sired 3 individual Group 1 winners. He sired Mukhtar, he sired Shamaka, and Big Beauchamp King. 3 Group 1 winners. Sired the winner of the 1986 Royal Lodge, Bengal Fire. 2 Group 3 winners there as well. Look, this is a brilliant site, jbis.jp, Japanese database for old stallions. Whenever you find a horse that went to stud. You want to know how many stakes winners he sired? Have a look on here. That'd be my advice. An Aryan. Nishapur, definite sire of stakes winners, without any shadow of a doubt. 8 at least, maybe 10 at least, that the Japanese site knows of. So yeah, good stallion in his day. Nishapur. We're now finally at the 5th dam. Nucciolina, born in 1957, sired by Italian stallion Nuccio, out of British mare Marbihar. 11 starts, 2 wins and 3 seconds. Sent to Great Britain in 1962, no record of any form of the horse or anything. Maybe I should have looked on a stallion. Yeah, maybe I should. But I thought he'd have had some on there. Nucciolina, the 5th dam of the horse, Alignak, really. Beautifully bred stallion, it's fair to say. Historic dam site first. You take a look at ours. You take a look there. There's our section there, really. All the way from Alara, our Ricaba last second. Our 3 classic winners, Aussie Rules yesterday, Allegretto. All the modern stuff like Alpinista, unfortunately. This lady sadly passed away, and they weren't classic winners, were they? Alpinista would have been on here, without any shadow of a doubt, if the great lady was still alive. And then if you go further back, you've got horses like I picked up Yosse and Alanshar there, through Alanya. Nucciolina is all the way back here, which gives us Nishapur. If people only go back to 6 or 7 dams of Alignak, there are horses like Marbihar. They go back a further one, like Star of Iran, which brings in Petit Etoile line, which is classic winners this year. Zarigana out of Zarkava, the 2nd dam of Zarkamaya. You know, this line is absolutely world class, and that is why this is a brilliant stallion. Whatever, people are just missing it. If this stallion fails, it's not through the fault of the pedigree of the horse. It's through the fault of the humans that haven't sussed that this is a good stallion. I'm absolutely certain. Even if you look at Dr. Hotter's diagrams, look, he brings it into even more perspective, because he includes, goes back and gets Zarkava and all them on the same diagram as well, all the way back to Mari Rad in 1939. Could have had so many others that are Group 1 winners that were born after 2000. Look, horses like French 15, Zarkava, Zayak, there's our Smart Falcon. I've never found that horse. If it weren't for the genius Dr. Hotter, Yosei and Alandi, you'll see. There's old Eldo of Alpinista. You get some idea. Oh, Eldo would have definitely been on the Great Woman's site. Coronet. There's Galileo Chrome as a classic winner. He would definitely have been on it as well. Aussie Rules. There's Jude, Quartermoon and Diamonds and Rubies, Allegretta. Brilliant dam line. Absolutely world class. So now what we can do is we can close down a few tabs to save on CPU now. And we can watch the stallion win Alignak, win 1 pattern race at Chester after all that. Incredible, isn't it, that this horse could not have been praised to better effect by the human beings in his charge. He did his best. He was always a good, honest horse. I remember him going around a few times because I backed him a few times. And this horse is a beautifully bred horse. And let's watch him win the Stand Cup at Chester and see what we think.
All 3. They're all in. They're off, the 5 of them, jumping out on a sun-drenched Rudy for the feature. Universal Order in the dark blue and yellow, restrained on leaving the stalls drops in last but one. Time Voyage, the outsider, at the tail of the field, and it's the 2-time course and distance winner Hereby, the filly, who will lead them around towards the straight first time. From a pair of greys, Alignak, white jacket in second, tracked by Mirando, defending his unbeaten record at the track, the former Ormond Stakes winner. And then back to Universal Order, and on straightening, Time Voyage is last of the quintet. So Hereby, in the hands of Paul Hannigan, leading them up the straight first time, stalked by Alignak, the leading pair racing just over a length ahead of Mirando on the near side of Universal Order, and a couple of lengths away to Time Voyage. Drifting under the judge then, into this left-hander, Hereby at the road crossing, leading Alignak. Universal Order edging up on the inner of Mirando to just shade a third now, and then Time Voyage. So they head along the viaduct side of the track onto the 7 marker, and hereby setting a brisk enough gallop in this small field for this Chester Races Supports the Injured Jockeys Fund Stand Cup. They go to halfway, hereby from Alignak. Universal Order, yellow jacket for Callum Shepherd, a very close third. Mirando held together in fourth by Rob Hornby. Time Voyage, David Egan, green cap at the back of the field. And it's still hereby leading, but Dave Allen has got Alignak within a length and a half of the lead, and hereby upping the ante now as they head for the half mile. Just beginning to raise the tempo. Got Mirando off the bridle, being chased along, blue and white jacket. Alignak poised in second, moving up to Herby's quarters. They've got racing a long way out here. The leading duo have gone on by 3 lengths now, passing the 3. Universal Order in third, ridden along. Then Mirando and Time Voyage hereby trying to see off Alignak, who is forced 1 wide around the bend, but he's throwing down a stern challenge. The leading pair are still 3 lengths ahead of the pursuers, who are led by Universal Order. And away to the left, Alignak now puts his grey head upsides the filly hereby, dashing on down the straight towards the last furlong. Alignak forging on into the lead here, moving away from hereby. Mirando now finding his stride. He's beginning to run on very strongly down the centre of the course. Alignak in front. Mirando is still finishing off, but it's Alignak, and it's back-to-back wins in the race for Sir Michael Stout. Alignak takes the Stand Cup from Mirando, a pair of greys dominating late on from hereby Universal Order and Time Voyage.
And yeah, rather like the commentator said there, they did get racing a long way out, didn't they? And Alignak, I don't really know what the leader was doing there, trying to run the legs off that horse. It's like he hadn't seen the pedigree of it before the race. But yeah, very, very good performance on the day by Alignak, it's fair to say. I mean, the horse found absolutely plenty for pressure, didn't he? And as hereby went away, Mirando, who was fast finishing, but I think it was the jockey on the day, David Allen, did the commentator say? I thought he rode a very good race on Alignak that day. And who would have thought at the time, that was only about his 8th or 9th race, and I knew they improved, that would be Alignak's only pattern race victory. But it was. I mean, I'm sat here now doing this Stallion in Focus video, probably as surprised as anybody that proved to be the case. Just goes to show that when you follow these horses, you never really know where you're going to end up with, do you? But I hope that this horse is well used, Alignak, and plenty of horses end up on the ground, that we can judge his stallion properly. Because, to me, this is good stallion, Alignak, without any shadow of a doubt. Where am I finding these horses, you might be wondering? RepCIC Racing 2020.great/site.net. I mean, it was just going through all the old articles that I did. Pretty much, just finding all the articles from the Horses in Focus section. And just finding which ones are at stud now, because I only do the web content now really for Classic Watch, but there's so many sort of articles as well down here. Look, all these articles down here with horses in. I mean, this was the last one ever written on the site. Cole Reevy, what a horse. Fernie Hollow, yeah, some nice horses on here. Don't know if any of them are at stud now. I'll get round to them eventually. And that's all I'm doing, is just going through the articles, looking to see which ones are at stud. And so I know Finance Tycoon's at stud. And seeing how they're getting on. Well, I love that horse. Finance Tycoon. That's why I like going through my sites, because there's some brilliant horses on here. It brings back so many good memories. So many good memories. But yeah, CIC Racing 2020.great/site.net. Not a site I'm updating or anything, but arguably an archive that people should never ignore. But I think I can leave this video here now anyway. I think 64 minutes in. Thank you very much to everybody for taking the time to get back on the Stallions in Focus playlist with me today. It's been very much appreciated. It's been far too long, the first Stallion in Focus of 2025. What I'll do is I'll leave you a copy of the Stallion in Focus playlist so you can take a look at all the others from 2025. Chances are you a new subscriber, new to the channel, since I've even done a Stallion in Focus. You know, this might be the first one you've ever seen. There are others on the site from before around Christmas of 2024 that you can look at. And I hope to be back with another one in due course. Things now hopefully starting to settle down a bit more now for me personally. So hopefully I'll be back soon with another Stallion in Focus. But I think I can leave this video here now. I think it's safe to say thank you very much for watching. What have we got coming up? Well, it's the Irish Derby in 2 days. Maybe check classicwatch25.great/site.net nearer the time of the race to see what the great site is suggesting for the Irish Derby held at the Curragh on Sunday, I think it is. But for now, I will leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic Friday if you're watching the video today. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones whenever you watch this video. Look after yourselves, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to get back on the Stallion in Focus line. We've jumped in at the deep end with a proper deep one. Let's see what the next one brings. This is the beauty of this project. I've got no idea what's coming really either long term. Just whatever's article, I'll just pick them from each. So whatever one's next, who knows? It'll be a much of a surprise to me, as it is to you. But for now, take care, everybody, and goodbye.